Eagles 24, Commanders 8. You got after your guy Carson Wentz, man. The first division game.
Yep.
Went on the board 3-0, man. The Eagles, you guys look great, brother. I'm not gonna lie,
you.
man. You guys are hitting on all cylinders. What's the difference about this Eagles team? What are you smelling? What's the feeling?
Well, obviously, we have some really, really good players on the squad. I think we've had good leaders for a while. I don't know. It's tough to put your finger. I just think across the board, everybody's like doing their part. Jalen is playing out of his mind right now, and whenever you have a quarterback that's playing that well,
oh yeah,
you're going to be winning games. The receivers that he has to throw to, whether it's AJ, whether it's Devontae, whether it's Quez, whether it's Dallas.
Whether it's Dallas taking a screen to the house.
Yeah. There's
man, a little tight end you love, baby.
That's right. He's a very underappreciated tight end in this league.
1,000%. I've been saying it for years.
Yeah. We know how good he is in Philadelphia, but definitely underappreciated nationally. I think, all of that leads to, a very dynamic offense. I think defensively, I don't know necessarily how they got good players. I don't really, outside of that, I think whatever Jonathan Gannon is doing right now is, it's affecting the quarterbacks. Kirk Cousins comes into the link last week, struggles to get any type of rhythm whatsoever. Carson Wentz this week at home. 9 sacks. I don't know if I've seen a 9-sack game.
I think Joe Burrow might have went through some big sack games this year, but I don't know about 9 in one game.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I'm not gonna lie. At some point, we got to figure out where the fuck our hot is, and we got to get rid of the ball.
Yeah,
right? I respect the competitiveness to keep trying to stay in there, man. But eventually we gotta find a way to get the ball out of our hands, bud.
Yeah, or call something that gets it out of there quicker. I think, I don't know.
Touché.
Who knows what led? Whenever it's 9 sacks, in my opinion, that's everybody.
Yeah, it's everybody.
That's the O-line. It's what's involved in protection. It's the quarterback, and it's the play caller.
No, 100%.
Like, what are we doing here? We're not. I think that that is a bad sign across the board.
100%, or a good sign if you're the Philadelphia Eagles.
Well, yeah, great for us.
You guys got a great secondary.
My man Fletcher Cox,
ferocious. Yeah, Fletch, man, just can't say enough about him, man. I love that dude. You got a ferocious D line, linebackers flying around. You guys look good, man. Special teams wise, I haven't seen too much on the special teams board, but you guys have any big time returns or just solid?
No, just solid across the board. I
good for you, man.
Retain.
What do you think? Better than me?
My man
Covey better than me.
My man Covey muffed a punt last week, and it was like as soon as it went in the air, I felt the gust of wind, like just big, and you saw the ball move, and he kind of dropped it. Was killing himself after the game, but that dude's pretty reliable. Outside of that, I think they're about as reliable as you can get. The special teams have been so far. Jake Elliott, outstanding kicker. And good friend. So Aaron Sippos made our punter did make a tackle last week. That was pretty impressive against the Vikings, but
nice. I'm not gonna lie, punters making tackles isn't always the best thing. Like if you're relying on your punter to make that tackle, we gotta get a better.
Well, it was a blocked field goal, I think.
I do remember.
I'm trying to remember what the play was.
I do remember that. I think it was Patrick Peterson maybe came around the corner.
Yeah, I think so.
I was there, enjoying myself.
We should both remember it, for sure.
So, is this a Philly underdog team? Like, you guys always have that underdog mentality as a city. I feel like it's always kind of been that way. Is this an underdog team, or do you guys kind of feel that sense of the year that you won the Super Bowl, that same kind of everybody doesn't see us coming, they're not really worried about us?
Well, I think there's a lot of analysts that thought we were going to be pretty good before the season started, especially when we picked up A.J. Brown, drafted Jordan Davis. We picked up we made a lot of off-season acquisitions that I think, we were definitely a sleeper team for a lot of people out there. Being an underdog is more a mentality. and I think Nick Sirianni touches this very, very well when he talks to the team about dog mentality. I think really it's just this relentlessness, this just like, this feeling that, we're going to ignore whatever outside noises out there, whatever anybody else is going to tell us, how good we are, how good they think we are. We're going to go out there and claim what we're worth. We're going to go out there and show you and prove to you what we are. That's what I think an underdog is. And I think that, that's largely, I think, a term that the city of Philadelphia associates with. The story of Rocky Balboa, all of the greats that have played in Philadelphia, somewhere along the lines, coming from, these places of.
Did you just call Rocky Balboa a great?
I mean, he's a great all-time fictional character, but I mean,
all right,
come on, Apollo Creed.
That's not Rocky, but I know which one you're talking about.
What are you talking about? That's not Rocky. He beats Apollo Creed. That was the dad. Have you watched the original Rockies?
Yes. I've watched all the movies. I just think it's hilarious that you guys pump this dude up, man. Sylvester Stallone's, I love him, man. I love him. Why not just? Well,
the reason he's so pumped up is because Sylvester Stallone, man, dude killed it having him from Philadelphia. He understood. Look at Rocky Balboa, the movie Invincible about my man Vince Papale.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, if you look at like what Philadelphia identifies as, it identifies as the guy that, perseveres despite all odds, that finds a way to get it done, improve, what he's worth. That's like the underdog mentality in Philadelphia is strong. So, yeah, I do think, I hope this is an underdog team. I don't know if we're where we're at and whether people think we're good or not. I think that being an underdog is more about your mindset, the dog mentality that Nick Sirianni preaches. Right now, we got that, and we got to keep that.
Not going to lie, brother. I got to bring it up. And you can avoid this question as much as you want because it has a little strategy into it. But 2 4th-and-1 plays didn't go for the QB sneak. What are we talking to Sirianni about this? Are we going into the huddle saying, whatever he calls, like let's just know this QB sneak is a 92% success rate, all right?
Yeah, I think obviously referencing last episode, I think as you know, you can't do quarterback sneak every 4th-and-1, every 3rd-and-1. I think it is a great tool. There was one where we were going to call it. Sky's double. There was one opportunity we were going to run and call it, and the opposing coach called timeout. We thought they were geared up for it, so we went with something else.
Did you get it?
No, we got stuffed on 4th down.
Fuck.
We ran a jet sweep.
Jet sweep?
Travis.
This was your other play. You said it was either QB sneak or jet sweep.
Man, we didn't say that on air.
To roll out, man.
We did not say that on air. We were talking about that off air. No.
Oh, okay. All right. My bad.
It's actually, it's a, we thought that they were geared up to stop the sneak. Everybody's loaded in the box. Decided to go with the jet sweep. Didn't work out. Oh, hindsight's 20/20, right? And then the other 4th-and-1 was a 2-minute situation going into the half. And as you know, you go with the quarterback sneak. There's quite a big pile, and that can eat up a lot of time. So I think in that situation, we opted to try and go with plays that we could run 3 to 4 possibly there when we had 18 seconds left on the 1-yard line going into the half.
Run another one or spike it.
Yeah, they didn't. I think that probably played into it as well.
Got to keep every single little detail going through these coaches' minds, man. They do so much.
Oh yeah.
So much film work, so many studies, so many. They got analytics in their brain like it's a computer chip, man. And those decisions are never easy. It's a lot of communication on the sideline before you even think about what play you're going to call. And yeah. But moving on, your guy Carson Wentz. You guys exchanged jerseys, man.
Oh yeah. Got me.
I haven't seen you do that too many times. I think I might be the only one, and you didn't even write "I love you" on it. You just fucking threw it at me.
You guys had won the game, so I was not in a good mood. So
who is more excited to see Carson? You or the Philadelphia Eagles D-line?
I think the D-line definitely had a great day with
9 sacks, man.
You know, there are a lot of us that were excited to see Carson again. I think actually me, Carson, and Fletch were all texting before the game. Me and Fletch were vying to see which one of us was going to be able to get the first jersey swap with Carson. I think Fletch will get that in the second outing between the commies. But yeah, I'm a proud owner of a Carson Wentz commies jersey, and that'll for sure go up in the man cave eventually. I think Carson. I was with him from his rookie year. We had a lot of great years in Philadelphia. Cannot say enough great things about that guy. It did not end well in Philadelphia, so I think there's, different circumstances for that. But, I can speak for a lot of guys on the team that we still have a lot of respect and a lot of love for our man Carson Wentz.
I'll tell you what, man. He's an ultimate competitor, man. You're going to see that dude compete until the final whistle every single time. That's what I've always respected about him. Going into jersey swaps, though, are you you're not a big jersey swap guy?
No, I think I've asked less than a handful of guys to swap jerseys. But
always like previously talked about, though. Like, you'll know going into a game when you're swapping jerseys, right?
No, I swapped jerseys with a former teammate, Halapuliati Vaitai, Big V, up in Detroit, who was with us on the Super Bowl team last year when we played them. That happened organically right at the end of the game. I just asked him, and we made it happen. Most of the time, we don't talk about it before the times, and most of it's people coming up to me and being like, "Hey, man, you want to swap jerseys?" And I almost always say yes, as long as I haven't agreed to do it with somebody else. So I got a good collection of guys that I got a lot of respect for and guys that I've battled with, linebackers, D linemen, and I've gotten quite a bit of former teammates, whether they're Eagles jerseys or guys that have gone on to other teams. So,
dude,
what about you?
I'm the absolute worst with jersey swaps, man. I owe probably half the tight ends in the league a jersey, and they're all just sitting in my locker.
Yeah,
I'm the worst.
There's a couple.
I just don't. I don't know. And they just keep piling up. Like Shaquille Leonard, I got to get my guy Shaquille a jersey from last week, and I'm like, man, do I get him his jersey first, or do I get Logan Thomas and Mike Gesicki the jerseys from like 4 years ago?
Yeah.
Like I got a few guys, and then obviously we were talking earlier about my guy Reggie Ragland, man. Shout out to Reggie, my guy Reggie.
Reggie was playing with the New York Giants. What was that, last year or 2 years ago? And he came up to me and said, "Hey, man, tell your brother he owes me a jersey." And I'm like, "Damn, okay, I got you." So
I love that guy.
I got a couple outstanding as well. I owe some guys some jerseys too. And let's take care of that this week. Both you and me. Let's finally send them out and be a good.
I got to worry about the Bucks. Sport. I'll get the jerseys out some other time. I got to worry about focus on football.
All right,
I'm only
fair
worried,
enough.
Guys, I'll get you the jerseys. My apologies. They're so late. Are there any guys that you haven't swapped with that you want to swap?
I don't know. You? Who do you want to swap with?
All I can think of now are just like the tight ends that I appreciate watching. I want to have a room full of tight end jerseys, like all the guys that I grew throughout the league playing and came into the league same time as. So I right now I'm looking at all the young tight ends to be able to get a jersey out of. Nobody just off the top of my head. But if I see like a young tight end or even like a DB that I respect a lot, I'll go ahead and offer for sure.
You tight ends, you guys are tight. I have never traded jerseys with the center, and I don't plan on doing it. I've traded jerseys with D-line, linebackers. I think
it's because you guys are getting paid. We're not getting paid, so we got to like come together and like.
That is weird. Why are centers getting paid more than tight ends?
I don't know, because traditionally the tight end has just been, a athlete, a tweener guy, a guy that's kind of like just like a athletic. Athletic. He's basically the.
I'm not complaining.
You know what the tight end is? The tight end is the athletic small forward and power forward, like the tweener, the guy that he can't really do it on the court playing small power forward. can't really get it. No, but that's what I'm saying. They're usually basketball guys, that tweener that you just don't know necessarily what to do with them.
Small forwards get paid in the NBA. The three's getting broke off.
Yeah, but that's the thing. So typically, if you're a small forward, you have the ability to guard another small forward. The tweeners are like, I can guard the 4, but I can't guard the 3, or I can guard the 3, I can't guard the 4. You know what I mean? We're the tweener. We're that wide receiver that's just not, fast enough or too big, and we're that tackle that's just, not strong.
Yeah, but when you do have a guy that can legitimately do both, I feel like that is insane value. It's so hard to find that guy.
But the thing is, you have to be able to switch your entire offense to be around that guy, like a George Kittle, like what you've been able to do here with the Chiefs. A lot of the offense is predicated off of the tight end, where in a lot of offenses, the tight end is just that kind of extra piece. Yeah,
sure.
He's never looked at as like the number one option, and I think that's where you just don't get a lot of guys getting the opportunities like I get in Kansas City, and what that means is that, all right, if they're not going to get these opportunities, then why are we paying them like wide receivers or like these other positions? Which the more we get guys to make big time plays or have unbelievable seasons, like a Mark Andrews, like a guy like Darren Waller just did, getting 17 a year. I think with that the
Darren Waller's getting 17 a year.
I believe he just extended to get 17 a year.
Holy shit. Never mind. The centers ain't making that much. All right. Well, so if you are a legit tweener or a guy that they can focal around, they are getting broke off now.
Yeah, Georgia's making 15 a year. I mean, it's getting closer. It's getting closer. I will say that.
I think. Tight end, the redheaded stepchild
Moving
of
on
NFL
up.
offenses. Yeah.
Chill out, man. Eagles wide receivers have a Batman cape.
Dude,
tell me the story behind it.
Well, the story is Darius Slay was in a interview, press conference. I don't know what he was in at some point this offseason or training camp, and they asked him a question about like who the I don't know what the question was, but essentially Slay was like, hey, all of our options are Batmans. We don't got no Robins. They're all Batmans.
No boy wonders.
Yeah. He said we got
that's a solid
we got swole Batman, skinny Batman, and fast Batman. Dude, it was a great
that's good. That's a good bit.
That's grade A stuff from my man Slay.
So what about fat Batman?
Now,
are you ever going to be able to wear the cape?
Listen,
are you fat man? Fat Batman?
If we score on a screen, I'm getting that cape and I'm being fat Batman. I promise you that. That is going to happen. The next screen we score on, fat Batman is going to be on the sideline. The Batman cape, love the confidence, love the energy that these guys are showing, that they're embracing all of them being great options. And I think it's awesome. I love seeing stuff like that.
So are you a Batman guy? Are you like you love the Batman movies? Like, have you seen them all? Or
I'm not a superhero guy in general, but I've seen the Batman movies. Yes.
Are you? I mean, so who is the best Batman? I mean, you have to ask that question once you're talking Batmans.
I've always been more of a Joker.
I love Batman.
I've always been more of a Joker. Yeah, Joker's a better character. There's more depth to him. He's got more interesting.
He's just a zombie. That's all he is. He's a homeless man. A druggie.
You haven't been watching the movies.
That's not what he is? I thought he was.
It's a complicated individual, Travis. It's a complicated man.
Aren't we all?
Yeah.
I
don't get jazzed up to root for a billionaire's adopted son or something like that who's got a bunch of toys to go fight crime. What the fuck do I give a fuck about Batman for?
Somebody's got to save the world, Jason. Are you going to do it?
Yeah, we got people out there doing that already, I think, and I don't think I'm out on the Batman nonsense.
All right. Well, we'll get off of Batman.
Born in the darkness.
We're from Cleveland anyways, man. We're Superman guys, man.
Why do you wear a cape? There was a weird scene when I was younger and I saw a bat. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? It's so stupid. He lives in a cave? It's nonsense, Travis.
He doesn't live in a cave?
He lives in his bat cave.
Oh, well. Yeah,
underneath Wayne Enterprises.
Oh, yeah, there you go, downtown. See, you know more than me. Golly.
I said I've seen the movies. I think they're preposterous. There's fucking. I mean, it's not supposed to be realistic. Granted,
either is Rocky, but you guys are running away.
Listen,
with that one.
If I'm choosing between Batman and fucking Rocky, I'll fucking roll with Rocky any fucking day of the week. I don't need to even that's not even a question. It ain't about how hard you can hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. It's about how much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Adrian!
Yeah.
Adrian!
That is the call of a man with progressive CTE calling out to his loved one. A man who has been through the ringer and has destroyed
Jason Balboa, ladies and gentlemen.
Every possible brain cell just to make it through round 15. He still lost, but he went the distance with the champ. And he's calling out to his woman. I might have lost on paper, but I'm a winner because I did it in my heart. And you're cheering for a guy with a fucking bat belt. Get the fuck out of here. If you like this episode, make sure to tune in and follow and subscribe to the New Heights YouTube channel. We'll be putting out new episodes every Wednesday. And make sure to follow us at the New Heights Show on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok.